And serving the military really is serving your purpose greater yourself. Well, you do that long enough, you get out of the military, and the next day you're sitting there like, okay, what now? And then after a while, you start to kind of fade in the background, and you're really not doing anything that you feel is worth.
When Brady Pesola left the Marines, he launched Triple B Adventures in San Diego and started inviting veterans to go camping.
So we like coming up here a lot, being amongst the pine trees, being amongst the fresh air, being around the campfire, or out on a hunt, or a fishing trip, sitting on a boat somewhere, really does a lot. It really raises your morale. You feel like you're a part of a group again, of friends that really, truly do have your best interests at heart. I felt lonely myself. I felt isolated myself. I can be my goofy self around them without judgment. There is a camaraderie that is shared amongst military. You know, here at the campouts, I mean, you have people that don't know each other that immediately bond because you know that that person has your back.
Each veteran knows Brady's phone is always on and that he's ready to listen 24 hours a day.
You know, these are people that I know if I had a bad day, I can call and be like, hey man, what's up? You wanna go grab some lunch? You wanna go talk? You wanna grab some coffee? What do you wanna do? How can I help you out? And we need to get out more and force ourselves to go out and be with a group of veterans and feel that love, feel that camaraderie, feel that fellowship that we used to have.
Brady Pesola is helping military veterans deal with isolation and loneliness by reminding them that they belong to a special band of brothers.
There was a time I was sitting on a rock with a veteran who took a big sigh. You know, I'm like, you all right, man? And he's like, I'm out in the woods eating PB&J on a rock in the pine trees. I'm not getting shot at. This is pretty fun. My name is Brady Pesola, and my mission is to help veterans.
Please welcome the founder of Triple B Adventures, Brady Pesola. Brady, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And we're happy to honor you as our Huck's hero because of what you're doing to help veterans find their way back to themselves after combat and difficulty. What made you think these guys could use a good camping trip? It's sort of like Boy Scouts for real grown men or something like that, where they go out in the woods and they hike and they hunt and they camp. Where'd that come from?
You know, I like to be out in the woods myself, and that's where I find my peace and my fellowship with nature and God and things. And so when I started bringing veterans out, there were guys that would hit me up and say, hey, you know, I could use a couple extra dollars, and I would have them come out and assist me and earn money that way just by being in the woods. And oftentimes they would just love being out there just to be away, out from the rat race and out in the mountains and in the pine trees. So we called it pine tree therapy, and it is, I think it's the same for everybody. And so I got together with a other group of veterans who like the outdoors as well, and we kind of came up with Triple B Adventures together, and that's how it was born.
When these veterans are out there, tell me the kind of things that happen inside of them.
You know, the biggest part is that fellowship between the fellow veterans. Oftentimes, we suffer from isolation and loneliness when we get out. You know, all our friends go separate areas of the country after we get out of the military, and we don't ever see them again. And so we sit in our house kind of isolated or lonely. We go to college and realize that the people around us aren't exactly the people who would take a bullet for us the way our friends would. And that's, I think, one of the more painful realizations is that the people around you aren't going to have your back the way your brothers and sisters did when you served. And so to be out in the woods and in nature, to be able to say the things that are on your chest, on your mind, and in your heart with other veterans that can understand you, that can hear you say the things that you say and go, hey man, I've been down that path. Let me help you out. Let me take you by the hand and show you how I got down my path that you're traveling down. We have a group of diverse veterans that can help each other out, both male and female, combat, non-combat, wounded, non-wounded, that they can provide experience to each other and say, hey, I've been down your road. How can I help you?
If 10 years you come back and we talk about Triple B Adventures on the show, what do you hope to be able to tell me?
I hope to see chapters in every state. And I have veterans that hit me up all the time and say, hey, I would love to do this in my state, in Texas and Colorado, more of the freer states than the one I currently reside. So that's what I would like to see. I would like to see where veterans, and not just any veteran, I want veterans that are down on their luck, that are really down in the deep end, that I can say, I want you to start a chapter. I want you to network and create a group of veterans that you can get together out in the woods with you and take them out and give them therapy that you need as well.
Brady, it's a beautiful thing that you're doing, and I appreciate it. We're honored to have you here tonight, Brady Pesola. And if you'd like to learn more about Triple B Adventures and maybe find out how you can help Brady serve our veterans, go to tba.vet. That's tba.vet. It's also there on your screen.